Welcome to Freedomfully, where we explore living fully and aging gracefully.
Hello, and welcome back to Freedomfully. Today, we're exploring one of the most ancient and magical food traditions in human history, fermentation. It's a process that's as old as civilization itself, yet somehow still feels like alchemy every time you see those first tiny bubbles forming in a jar. If you've ever thought fermenting your own sauerkraut, kimchi, or pickles sounded complicated or intimidating, I promise it's much easier and much more fun than it seems. You don't need a professional kitchen, expensive tools, or years of experience. Just a few simple ingredients, a glass jar, and a bit of patience. Let's dive into the art and science of fermentation and learn how to bring this beautiful living tradition into your own kitchen. What is fermentation? At its core, fermentation is a natural transformation. Beneficial microorganisms, mainly bacteria and yeast, consume sugars and convert them into acids, gases, or alcohol. In the case of sauerkraut, pickles, and kimchi, the star of the show is lactic acid bacteria, which creates an acidic environment that preserves your food safely and gives it that tangy, crave-worthy flavor. This process not only extends the shelf life of foods, but also creates probiotics, the beneficial bacteria that support your gut health. Modern science is only beginning to catch up with what traditional cultures have known for millennia. A healthy gut means better digestion, a stronger immune system, and even a brighter mood. Fermented foods are living foods, teeming with beneficial microbes that continue working long after you've jarred them up. Each bite supports your body's natural balance and connects you to a practice humans have relied on for thousands of years. The best part about fermentation is how simple it is to start. You don't need a laboratory, just a few basics. Glass jars. Mason jars are perfect and easy to find. Clear glass also lets you admire the process as it unfolds. Salt. This is your most important ingredient. It draws moisture out of vegetables and keeps harmful bacteria at bay while allowing the good bacteria to thrive. Fermentation weights. These glass or ceramic discs keep vegetables submerged under the brine, preventing mold. Airlocks or loose lids. These allow gases to escape while keeping oxygen out. If you don't have one, a slightly loose lid works just fine. Optional but helpful. Wooden spoons for tamping down your veggies, a large bowl for mixing, and a clean towel for covering jars if you're not using lids. Our first ferment, sauerkraut. Sauerkraut is a fantastic place to begin because it's nearly foolproof and requires just 2 ingredients, cabbage and salt. Shred your cabbage. Use a knife, mandolin, or food processor. The thinner the slices, the faster it ferments. Add salt. Use about 1.5 to 2 tablespoons per 2 pounds of cabbage. Massage the cabbage. This is where the magic begins. Massage for several minutes until the cabbage releases enough liquid to cover itself. You'll notice it softening and glistening as it transforms before your eyes. Pack it into a jar. Press it down firmly, removing air pockets, until the brine rises above the cabbage. Weight it down. Add your fermentation weight, or a small clean rock if you're improvising. Ferment. Loosely cover and let it sit at room temperature for 7 to 10 days. Within a couple of days, you'll see bubbles, a sure sign that life is happening. Taste every few days until it reaches your perfect level of tang. The longer it ferments, the more complex and sour the flavor becomes. When you love the taste, move it to the fridge, where it will keep for months. Next up, crunchy, tangy pickles. Forget store-bought vinegar pickles that go limp after a few weeks. Fermented pickles are crisp, flavorful, and full of life. The secret? Fresh cucumbers and a simple salt brine. Make your brine. Dissolve about 1.5 tablespoons of salt in 1 quart of non-chlorinated water. Chlorine can inhibit fermentation. Pack your jar. Start with your flavorings: garlic, dill, mustard seeds, peppercorns, or even a grape leaf to keep them extra crisp. Then pack in your cucumbers tightly. Pour in the brine. Make sure the cucumbers are fully submerged. Weight them down and cover with an airlock or loose lid. Ferment. Leave them at room temperature for 3 to 7 days, depending on your climate. Taste daily after the 3rd day. They're ready when they taste bright, tangy, and irresistible. Troubleshooting common fermentation issues. Fermentation is forgiving, but a few things can happen along the way, and that's okay. A white film on top? That's usually harmless calm yeast. Just skim it off. Bubbles or fizzing? Perfectly normal. It means your ferment is alive and thriving. Mold, however, is a no-go. If you see fuzzy, colorful spots or smell anything off, toss it and start fresh. Always keep veggies submerged in brine. Oxygen invites spoilage. Trust your senses. Good ferments smell pleasantly tangy or earthy, never rotten. The beauty and benefits of fermenting. When you ferment at home, you're preserving food and partnering with nature. Each jar becomes a living ecosystem where transformation happens slowly and beautifully. Beyond the joy of creating something yourself, fermented foods can boost digestion, support your immune system, reduce inflammation, and nurture your gut-brain connection. It's a nourishing act of self-sufficiency and care. Bringing it into daily life. Start with sauerkraut or pickles, then explore kombucha, kefir, kimchi, or garlic honey. Fermentation fits perfectly into a mindful, sustainable lifestyle, using whole foods, cutting waste, and honoring both your body and the planet. Making your own ferments is empowering, creative, and deeply rewarding. Watch the bubbles rise, taste the change, and celebrate the magic of time and microbes. Thank you for joining me here on Freedomfully. Until next time, live freely and fully.